think, so I mean, because this is your red table and you like brought yourself to the red table, I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. Mm-hmm. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible. But, you know, I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody for a lifetime.
25 years and counting.
We ride together,
we die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Yeah, not only is that a bad marriage for life, but a very toxic one. I mean, this was so sad to watch. It really was. I mean, this is the first time I watched this segment in whole, and I only did it in order to make this video to get a good idea of everything that's going on. And all I can say is Will Smith is a great actor in my opinion. He really is. But he couldn't act his way out of this performance. He just couldn't, man. I mean, the man looked sad. He looked beyond sad. He looked broken. And as men, you know, I have to say, we're so insistent to fix things, you know, fix things ourselves, even things that we cannot fix ourselves, due to our ego to be very self-sufficient. I mean, I won't lie, I've been in numerous situations myself where I took on a task that I know I couldn't do, or a job that I couldn't fix or repair, but in my mind, I'm like, I'll figure it out. You know, I'll get it done. And I admit, most times I made the situation worse. And that's no different here. As a broken man, you know, we'll do some illogical things, you know, not well thought out, just to make a quick fix to repair themselves or repair the situation. And that, in my opinion, that's what Will Smith did at the Oscars last year. You know, when he went up on the stage and slapped Chris Rock for making a joke about his wife, Jada. I mean, most people, especially people who knew about the infidelity in their marriage, since it was made public on that whole table talk thing, they made an accurate assessment that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, not because of a joke, you know, but he basically slapped Chris Rock because Will Smith was made out to be a joke for the whole entire year after that Red Table Talk episode. I mean, come on, man, it was just common sense. So fast forward, a year later now, and Chris Rock is just basically getting some payback, and rightfully so. So I mean, the man was publicly embarrassed last year on national TV at the Oscars. So now, hey, he dropped his Netflix comedy special. I believe the name is Selective Outrage. And he just basically went in on the whole Jada and Will Smith incident.
And his wife was fucking her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? Everybody called him a bitch. They called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
And look, Chris, in my opinion, is right. That was a bitch-ass move by Will Smith. I mean, if Will had handled his situation at home with his wife, which he should have done, he wouldn't have been so sensitive in the moment to publicly defend her. I mean, he would have been confident in his frame as a man to where he could just, just laugh off the joke for what it was, a joke. And if Jada was really, pissed off by the joke, Will could have just basically, consoled his wife, make her feel comforted and supported, and let her know that it was just a joke, baby, and everything be okay. And on top of that, if he wanted to take a step further, if she wasn't still consoled after that, he just basically told the Chris Rock behind the scenes. Case closed. But Will, being a Hollyweird, apparently has allowed his manhood to be compromised. I mean, it's been compromised to where he exhibits no masculinity at the Red Table Talk interview, and then he exhibits toxic masculinity at the Oscars. To me, the man is lost. And of course, after the whole slap, I don't know who it is, but the Will and Jada Smith PR people, they try to insinuate that Chris Rock's joke was inappropriate because Jada is suffering from alopecia, which is causing her to lose her hair. So I have to ask myself, or ask everybody out there, so Jada should get sympathy for being publicly made fun of, but not Will Smith? Because I ain't see any compassion for Will Smith when he got embarrassed publicly on that Red Table Talk the year prior. I mean, like I said, the man was being roasted constantly for just sitting there while his wife was talking about how she got into an entanglement with the R&B singer, August Alsina. And just not too long after the whole public shaming, August Alsina drops a song featuring Rick Ross called what? Entanglement. So apparently, Will and Jada's marriage are open to everything but jokes. Man, get out of here. And on the Red Table Talk, Jada stated something I thought about. She said it was really a joy to help heal somebody. Well, in that case, why don't you go help heal your husband? Because in my opinion, Will Smith, he really needs some serious healing. I mean, they say laughter is one of the best medicines for healing, but I'm gonna limb and say that this comedy special might not be the right medicine for his situation right now. By the way, I hope Will Smith gets the the mental and emotional help he needs, all jokes aside, because, public humiliation, it can lead to some damaging consequences that's due to, unresolved trauma. And if anyone's out there who's suffering from some form of trauma or something dramatic that happened to them, seriously, get help. Don't make this thing worse like Will Smith did. If there's anything to learn from his bad example.